Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
I got me sideways.
Come along now.
Bastards are lucky I did that.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine.
Ha! You presume to tell that a pair of could die?
For Azaria!
For us area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
It's over! This one! Stay down!
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Over here! Get him! Let's go! This one!
More dragons!
Whoa. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered. Nice try.
All yours, Torgal.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Get him!
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him? Over here! Get him! This
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often want we yet for and
So wait,
think a sa-
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
since the beginning. And had I known,
I s-
and were where he would be of no, and it is.
You know,
I might have. It's the.
I shall wait.
Be sure that you. If only so.
Thank you, so if there...
I know.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
Right to guess, my uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him, and means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom, but Vivian could probably make an educated guess. I didn't take you for a scholar either.
Oh, this? I borrowed it. Oh, where's this from? Spit roasts?
If.
But you're...
Something tells me.
Fantastic!
So,
The only... A beast is the...
Rosie, one of the butchers.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we?
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do?
Unwanted.
What you're looking used to choke me, and even if I did.
Thank you.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to Marvel.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Come on.
Faster!
Scorpions. At least we know what I'm up against. I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
Did you find...
I did indeed.
Mom!
You wouldn't be wrong.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of it. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl. Odin's teeth. What assault on the sense. And yet...
You're, welcome.
I must share this. A single mouth.
I'm...
Well, that was certainly not what I expected. What other surprises await me on my...
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's not a mon... Monster? He's Torgal. And he'd take a liking to you too if you gave.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
Back, are you? So, will it be? And? Monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear
Our new
about
village
this?
guardians host me every day.
Same way they never had.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Is everything we've received and everything promised? All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye? Seen enough?
Is something wrong?
It's black, and if I don't normally something, it's like I'm thinking.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right, now wait a bit.
I could have sworn we had a few.
First August. And now, what's it got to do with...
August was what I thought.
Clive, talk to please.
Oh, that's...
Why didn't...
Karen, anyway. There, you got...
All right. Well,
Black something if he...
I could...
He said, assume it.
Who blood...
Glad to... Karen. Blackthorn mentioned...
And he ain't been in...
Sorry, sold it. Didn't think but it was nice. Next sold it.
You don't know where we...
Like I said, I don't trust...
I see.
He did tell me, apparently.
Here. Now, where the...
Thank you, Karen.
At least you would...
So, it sounds like...
I'll leave the hunting while you get on...
Good idea.